Hello and welcome everyone for the very last time on this game. It is Tussarel Season 5, round I think 15. We're here at the Brazilian Grand Prix or on the Interlagos track, and it is the season finale of Season 5. Still technically in the championship fight are two drivers, and they are the championship leader at the moment. Oh wow, hashtag about to be world champion, Yugos, who's not flexing with this hashtag, in the Renault car. And it is the league host, that Bants, in the McLaren. I think it will be his best end result since season 1 in the championship. I think it was then when he was P2 in the championship for the last time. And the first times are coming in. We've got Slash LP setting the fastest lap for now in his Red Bull, and I just assume Kiro is Clara, because it's in a Mercedes, so I just assume that's Clara. If not, then I'm not at fault. And Hartzer is substituting at the moment. And he sets the fastest lap for now. It's 14 minutes to go. I don't think I have no weather forecast so far. I'll quickly share the stream link in the meantime to make sure everyone is able to see this. Can I please we're back. Terra is driving, by the way. Terra is the Mercedes car. Oh my god, help. This is horrible. No one wants to. Oh, Bilosh already shared it, so never mind then. Oopsies. Wait! Whoa! Effective? Was he the car who was off there? That's very intriguing. Oh, Nick! That's a good lap. That's a good lap from him. He is P3 in the championship. We've also got Bolo driving in the Toro Rosso. It's a nice selection of drivers today. Now Kirst is also in. Okay, yeah, he's in the pits. It's Terra on a lap. Let's go on board on a lap with Terra so we can criticize him to... Oh, he'll pit, won't he? Oh, okay. Let's be on board with Terra for a lap to punish him for every time he put another driver on the spot and showed their quali laps. Oh wait, this is a sad lap, never mind then. But he's put in a 1.8.8, that puts him a second behind Nick in provisional pole position, and he's behind Clara. Jeremy in the Red Bull, isn't he normally driving another car? And Bats this time is really not good. I guess he's got more up his sleeve. Oh, Clara! Oh boy. Up at P3 now. Let's have a look at the tire situation. Maybe that's the reason Bants is so far down now. He is on super softs. Bolo has a very good time considering he's running softs as well as Danico. They could lock out the front row if you would subtract the time it probably costs you to run the harder compound of tires. National P is about to be on a lap. And Hugos' lap is not too bad considering he has set it on mediums. The championship situation for the moment is we have got 24 points gap at the front, and Hugos has got more wins. So he wins the tiebreaker. And the only way there's a tiebreaker is if Bants wins and Yugos gets 1 point, but if Bants wins and Yugos doesn't get a point, then we will have Bants as our Season 5 champion. Doesn't look too likely, but you saw what happened to Get Owned in SLR. and maybe that happens to you guys or something. So it's still going to be exciting, I'm pretty sure. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, there is still something up for grabs in the department of constructors, but I do not know. But I do not know the difference of points between them at the moment. I'll look it up quickly so I can supply you with that information. There's 11, no, not 11. It's 14 points between Ferrari and McLaren. 14, okay. So it is Tipsy and Bants who've missed out on the Constructors' Championship title a lot. I think they missed it like 3 or 4 times very closely. And they will face off against Nick and Noel, the only driver pairing to get a 1-2 finish in this season so far. And the Ferraris have to take 14 points, or yeah, probably more, off of their competitors in orange. Also, 0 is indeed Clara. Tipsy not on a lap. Who's on a lap right now? Oh, Pizza Budamun, aka McJuggley, is driving. That's good to see. I haven't seen him for a long time. He's in the Sauber, and currently in the pits as well. Let's go on board with Bilosh. Now, everyone hates me today. No one will show me his performance. How about Keyboard Magnussen, who, as the name indicates, is driving with a keyboard. I've been on thumbnail screenshot hunt before this on a pad with full assists, and I had no clue how to drive this on a pad, and he just does it on a keyboard, and he does it faster than many do on a wheel. That's very impressive. Yeah, I think you're accelerating on control. Spacebar is your braking, and then the arrow keys are steering. How he does achieve this pace with this setup, I do not know. Oh, that's epic lag. I think Clara is still on this lap. About to go towards the last tight corner, and then onto the final straight, which is more of a final bow, but I called it final straight. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 turns on that straight. And he crosses the line and doesn't improve on his time. So still P4, but with a reasonable time. He's half a second off provisional pole. Should be fine with... oh my god. Oh my god. I thought we would see him die now, but we don't. Good for him. Terra on a lap? No, and he's also out of ERS, so I guess he has already done his lap. He's currently driving on softs. Very interesting, that is. Yellow's in sector 1. No, nothing to be seen here. Danico enters the pit lane. Oh yeah, Danico has set his time now. He's in P2 behind Slash, and it's very close at the front. 14 thousandths of a second and 22 to Nick. And still within 1/10 of a second is Keyboard Magnussen. Jesse yet to set a time. We're on board with him. And Bants is the last of those who have set a lap time. You don't win a championship like that, so he's got to come up with something different if he wants to stay in that title fight. Or, what I mean with stay in the title fight, if he wants to win the championship rather. There is no race after this where he could make up for the things he screws up in this one. He has to give it everything here. And now, Jesse drives into the pits, so he's still without a lap. Let's have a look. Is Bants driving? Yeah, Bants is driving. Let's see, maybe he's doing major mistakes, or if there's a reason he's underachieving at the moment. Maybe he screwed his lap on purpose so he would, yeah, because he wanted to do his run on softs, and that is an invalidation and a half, I guess. And if it's not, then I lose all faith. Yeah, we'll never find out. He drives into the pits. Wouldn't have been too good of a... Yeah, wouldn't have been a good lap anyways, considering the sector times. Let's catch Terra on this outlap so we can expose him when he does his hot lap. He's down in P12. By the way, I'm pretty sure Terra will rejoin the league permanently for next season, and I am very confident I will as well, so you'll see us drive again. I mean, we already doing this at a Corsa. But, oh wait, this was a slap? Why does the game lie to me? Game said this was a slap lap. Might still have been. Maybe a fast one, I don't know. So far it all looks fine to me. Yeah, misses the apex by a bit here. But still fine, carried some speed. Now that was rather unhelpful. Yeah, he's just... I mean, you can see he hasn't really practiced for this. Of course, why would he? Nothing is on the line for him. Bolo and Yugos now trying to improve their times. They've set their times on mediums. Now they're trying to do it on softs, and Terra crosses the line and he is promoted to P6. Just behind Clara, his teammate. So, yeah, it was a good lap, you can say that. The top 4, now the top 5 all still in the pits. Wait, sitting out there until the time has come for them to set their actual lap times. What is Yugos doing? He's in the pits now as he abandoned his lap. What is he doing? I'm confused. Very interesting. Okay. Just had to check something with the stream. Who is on a lap? Jeremy. He's going to improve, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And that is actually a good lap. He might break into the top 5 with it, even if the lap finishes at it had begun. And Jeremy in the Red Bull crosses the line and he goes 3rd fastest. Great effort from him. I guess that's where he will be in the end. Slash LP. The slash LP on a run. He's not driving full ERS, so I don't think he is. Nick is now driving out just now. Yeah, he'll be fine, like comfortably. Keyboard Magnussen, is he on the run? Yes. He's just started. Oh yeah, okay. He's abandoned his run. And he still has got the time to set a last lap, but I do not know if he wants to do that, considering the tire wear he's already brought into the tires by doing the outlap and now this lap. So that might be it for him. Who could improve as well. So Terra won't be... Well, Terra... Oh, yeah, he will be able to give it a last try. Clara in P8 will try. Now it looks like basically everyone /LP gets out the way though. I think he won't. Can Clara step up once again? Let's have a look at the sector interval. Yellow's in sector 3, Danico retires. And TipsyBob retires. And PizzaBudoman retires. Okay, everything looked fine, and we don't get a delta on Clara, so we'll have and see. Oh, wow! I think that's a dead car. A dead Alpha, I think. And Clara crosses the line, and it is P8. He doesn't improve. Terra is on his last lap. /LP abandons his lap. Jeremy has abandoned his lap. Nick is about to try and improve. Keyboard Magnus is about to improve, or at least about to try. Curse retires, and Bolo gets into P3, and it's on the softs. And Nick sets the fastest lap of the race, of the quali. Yeah, a bit premature. Oh wow! Keyboard Mac. Oh wow! He gets a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Jeremy. What had happened there? How'd that happen? What the hell? And so I think Terra's the last driver to cross the finish line. Where will he end up? It is P9. Top 10 for him in quali. Yugos in the championship fight. He is P8. And Bants is in P5. So Bants is in a spot where if everything goes in his favor, he could try and win. For Hugos, it looks decent though. He just has to pick up 1 point, and I think that should be possible for a driver of his pace. Why are we not? Is this not over? Hello? Ah, okay. There we go. It's also a grid penalty for Jeremy, so yeah, Bants will start on the 2nd row then. That's a very good position. He will only have Bolo and Nick ahead of him. I think the prime position for the race is Bolo's though at the moment. He's on soft, so he'll carry an advantage through the race, and that might help him very much. So let's see how that unfolds as we load into the race. Into the race session, rather. Are we in? Yes, we are. Good. Okay, still people loading in. What the? Why the hell did I just see angry car intercourse between the 2 Red Bulls? Do I even want to know? I probably don't. So now, the formation lap. Let's go through this. The winner of this championship fight, so either Bants or Yugos, will round off the two several seasons on the F1 2018 game. The other season was won by Speedy, and yeah, he didn't get the chance to defend his title in season 8, yeah, a bit early, in season 5. So we'll definitely get a third champion after we've had Bravo and Speedy so far. Will Bants finally be able to take that title? Also, if I look at this correctly, Nick... I mean, it's still possible for Nick and Noel to take that sweet P1, the Constructors, away from the McLarens. It will be hard, and Tipsy must have a bad race for that, and Bants must have a bad race for it. But they could. It's theoretically possible. So everyone lining up on the grid right now. I think the things on the timing tower are still incorrect. Or are they? Is that actually Jeremy on the second row? Yes, it is. Okay, no. Only one penalty then. And it's lights on for the last time. And now it is lights out. The cars don't quite go on the way. And we've had Keyboard Magnussen already go to the side. Nick with a good start. Can Bolo challenge him into turn 1? It looks like he can, but not quite. Jeremy is between two cars. And no carnage in the back so far. It looks like everyone has gone through unscathed. Nick in P1, Bolo P2, Keyboard Magnussen and Jeremy fighting it out. Jeremy gets wide a bit, and we saw Clara go off in the background. Slash LP and Jeremy are now side by side, and Pizza Voodoo Man has left the session. Danny Coe also maybe getting past Jeremy. Jeremy didn't have a good start, really. And now Yugos tries to search for his chances. It looks like he wanted to go for a 3 wide moment there, but the circuit is very narrow, so that doesn't work. And now Danny Coe throws the door open for Yugos to try a pass, but he doesn't get past yet. He is still a bit back. Bants won 1 position of the start, I think, and that was to Jeremy. So Bants in P3 at the moment. Not enough, and Yugos is not involved in any notable incident yet, so also not enough for Bants. Also maybe worth a mention, this is of course... Oh, it's Yugos and Jeremy going side by side through the center S section. And the pass is done. Yugos is in P7 now. And Jeremy tries to take revenge. He wants to get away from Terra, who is hunting him down. Yugos gets the better. He's up into P7. Jeremy not done yet. He's on a softer compound of tires, but he might miscalculate it because Terra doesn't send one. He could have tried, but it would have probably ended in tears. So it's better he didn't. Clara gets swamped a bit. I think he got pushed wide in turn 4. Pizza Voodoo Man is disconnected, but he's ahead of Effective, who's struggling. He's lost the front wing. I do not know if that was in contact between cars or if that was him all on his own. Strategic situation at the moment, relevant for the championship, is if Bants can do something about Bolo and Nick. And at the moment, I am worried for Bants because, I mean, Nick looks quick. Oh, you guys and Jeremy are fighting, but and Jeremy got the position back, so he's doing his best to make Yugos' day at least annoying. Yugos now drops back even behind Terra. Oh, Jeremy runs wide. Can Terra maybe make it too after this? No, Terra can't. He goes off, but he doesn't hit the wall, I think. At least his car looks still fine, so Yugos stays in P8. He's struggling on the soft tire compound. But Clara's also running soft tires, so that's not really an excuse for being under pressure from Clara. Look how close that is. Almost contact. Maybe I got bribed by Bants. Who knows? At the front it looks to be very close between Bolo and Nick. Nice camera angle. Thanks for nothing, game. Oh, Yugos! Yugos and Clara, and Yugos apparently got wide and lost the position through this. We've got yellows in sector 1, but I do not know who it is. And Keyboard Magnus tries his best to do something about Bants' P3. He wants that podium position. Does not get it yet. This track is very narrow. We know Bants is a good defender. And therefore he can keep his position. I haven't found out who caused the yellows though. We got a nice car train from Jeremy in 7th all the way down to Noel in 12th. For the constructors, by the way, it would be a 4-point victory for— Oh! Clara! Off! Wow, I do not know what happened there, but he got onto the grass and he got sideways and then threw it all across the track into the wall. I don't think his car picked up damage because common knowledge, F1 cars can't be damaged except on the front wing. So because this game is so realistic, nothing happens to him. Keyboard Magnus goes for a very early pit stop, and Slash LP and Danico are fighting on the straight of the pit exit, the back straight basically. Danico takes the position. I think he just got up into P4. And with Keyboard Magnussen gone, now Bants' back is cleared a bit. He was under significant pressure, but now he should be good. And Bolo also stays in touch with Nick up front. He just has to wait until his tire situation gives him the edge. At least that's my take on it, but I think it will be a one-stop for everyone, and everyone will stop for mediums in the second stint. So it's just always going to be a tire wear advantage for Bolo throughout the race. This is— Oh, he goes off! Wow, okay. That brings Bants closer. It is what Bants needs. Desperately, he still probably hopes for a mistake from one of the two. Jeremy now gone to the pits. Let's bring up the stop table. Nick's back has been cleared with this mistake of the Toro Rosso driver. And Yugos is still under pressure from Terra. Not quite a renaissance of his dominant times for Terra so far. And might come in F1 2019. We'll have to find out. Terra gets a punt from Tipsy there. It doesn't go off, so everything's fine. I do not know if something went off Tipsy's car though. That felt hard enough that it could mean damage to the front wing of Tipsy's car, which would be unfortunate, obviously. Hard to see, hard to tell. As it stands right now, Yugos might have been right with his name's hashtag. Because if it was to finish like it stands right now, he would be a world champion in Tusarel. There's still lots of laps to go, so still anything could happen. It's 28 laps we've got ahead of ourselves. Danny has closed the gap to Bants visibly. Not only visibly, but also on the timing table. And Keyboard Magnussen and Jesse have just gotten into a fight, and I think it ended with Jesse getting it all wrong, maybe going across. Whoa! We've got rain droplets! That's rain droplets on the Haas. I didn't get a weather forecast, but that could shake stuff up. Jeremy sets the fastest lap time of the race, but he has to give it everything on the super softs now. Because if there's rain in like 5 laps, the tires would be worn, but everyone who started on softs would have a significant advantage. This will play up magnificently for those on soft tires. Oh, Bolo and Bants. What is going on here? Wait, Nick has lost time. Bolo lost time. What just happened? I'm very confused. I think we missed something very big, and now it's the top 4. You can throw a blanket over them, and Bants is in P2, and now he tries to challenge Nick for the lead. He does what he needs to do for the championship. He's on the inside. He gets a bit of oversteer, catches it. Nick is not done. He's not done with Nick yet, though. So look at it from Danny Co's perspective. Bolo also wants to get involved. He lost a position. Maybe they both made the same mistake. I don't think the track is any wet as of now, so it should not be like a bit of water standing on the track and they just went through it and it slipped away. I don't think that is what happened, so I am at the moment out of ideas. But can Bolo maybe do something into turn 1 now? Toro Rosso versus McLaren versus Ferrari. Bolo goes to the outside. Danny Co goes for the inside. They make contact. But no harm done there. Slash RP gets a penalty. It's still the best rhyme of the grid. And Bants on Nick. Not possible. Terra goes for the pit stop. He realizes that his tires don't last long enough to stretch them for the rain. Clara with a penalty. This rain is shaking everything up. You know, now it's just every super soft runner will either have to pit as soon as possible, and even if they do, it's going to be a disaster if the rain comes in the next 5 to 10 laps, or maybe even earlier. Then they have absolutely lost out on this. I'm not taking invites right now. This is fascinating. And Nick is okay, never mind. It looked like Nick was going to the inside, maybe. Turn 1, Bolo on Bants. Outside line is Bolo's, and he gets a bit wide. He picks up dust and he kicks up dust. And this is not good for Bolo. Now Danny Co tries to get him. I do not know if I mentioned that beforehand. I was certainly about to, but this is also the place where barrier happened last season. Everyone who knows what I'm talking about knows why it's funny. It's just barrier. You have to think it's funny. Otherwise I do not get your sense of humor, or lack thereof. Bolo on Bants. I think this time he might have him, and I think there was already side pot banging going on. And it is P2 for Bolo again. Slash LP and Hugo are fighting in the meantime. Oh, never mind. Slash got into the pits. And Bants lost the position again. So he's also losing. Yeah, he's fallen off the back of Nick, of course, as well. There's a car between them. Of course, he's fallen off the back. That's not good for him. He needs that victory, and someone joined. Oh, Slash! Slash loses time. Yeah, I guess he made a mistake. Probably went straight in the center. Now he goes off and tries to kill himself. Successfully. Now a safety car would be funny, please. No? Oh. Oh wait, is that actually... Oh yeah, it's Bolo challenging for the lead on Nick. He's got the tire advantage now. His softs aren't nearly as worn as the super softs are, and Bants goes into the pits, but Bolo throws it away again. And now Danico is behind them. He might also get himself into that conversation. He looks very interested in joining the talk about who gets to keep P1. And I think we're having another car off. Is it... Oh, Jeremy and Kirst are fighting. Now, this is what I want to see. Fighting for P12. Our personal Paralympic. It's very cool. Kirst is ahead now, but Jeremy goes to the inside. Nice pass. Nice to see that the guys are not at the front of fighting as well. And Jeremy slips a bit there. That might have been the track getting wetter. So, yeah, the rain is intensifying, certainly. So far, Kirst keeps his position. The tire advantage should be Jeremy's, though. And they are still fighting, and Jeremy gets almost round while Kirst completely extends the track. Incredible scenes. Also incredible scenes up front. Bolo almost dying. Then Jurgas gets up into P3, and now everyone's coming to the pits. It's Nick in the pits. It's Danico in the pits. The soft runners are all... Yeah, they're all dying on their tires while they are waiting for the rain, and it's just not come down. So they lost time, and a good bunch of time, and it's speeding from Jesse, and Jesse retired. And it's Yellow's in sector 3, might have hit the pit wall or something. I'm very confused. Everyone's going to the pits now. Where's Harzer? Harzer P5 and comes out ahead of Nick. Harzer is in the provisional race lead. I've absolutely not paid attention to his journey in this race, but he's in the lead. And Bants is in P3. Let's have a look at the interval. So this honestly looks very good for Jurgos. And Clara and Jeremy are fighting by the looks of it. Never mind, they're in the pits together. They don't do funny Verstappen Bottas games, so they are not fighting. Bolo very close to Jurgos, and now Bolo goes into the pits. And is that a speeding? No, yes it is. No, it is. Yes, it is. Thimo 2019. And he goes for intermediates. I think that's the wrong call. I guess he got greedy there, because if you're on the strategy you want to utilize it, but I doubt he'll come out good there. And Stinger! And he gets the second penalty for Toro Rosso for the same infringement. And let's go on board with Bolo, because I predict he will absolutely suffer. This is a horrible choice in my opinion. But he's ahead of Bants. Can he get this turn right? Barely. This might be one of the rains that just doesn't come down no matter how long you wait. I mean, it's been almost raining for 5 laps now. We're still not there. Even though, yeah, Bants is driving carefully as well. Kirst into the pits now. Yugos might even win this. I think he's overcutting everyone. Wait, Hart says put on softs. And now DRS is disabled, so it's not too bad. Bolo, now it's where he wants to be, and oh wow, now he is where he wants to be. And he gets the move done on Keyboard Magnussen, and he'll probably take the race lead. My judgment was poorly, his judgment was fine. And oh, Hugo, he's out for another lap. He just crossed the pit wall. So everyone will get the jump on him now, but they are too far back. He'll certainly be out ahead of Bants. A pit stop penalty for Danico. Speeding in the pit lane. Terror comes into the pits. Has he got a oh, he had a damaged front wing. Maybe because of that thing that happened in turn 5 on the inside. Are they actually fine? Oh, Bolo! Bolo is off! He is spun! He throws it all away! He could have won this race! Now it will be difficult. And Nick is falling off the back of the Force India, and Noel, what tires is Noel on? He's on intermediates, he's made the jump! And now the Ferraris are on their way to contest the driver's title. They are in 3 and 4. Noel has jumped a good bunch of drivers. Let's see who is on Itters. Everyone but the top 3, and Clara retires. And I don't know if that was a crash. Oh, and Nick is absolutely royally screwed now because he's got 2 lap-old medium tires. Keyboard Magnussen in the pits now. He comes in, and Effective retires as well. Yeah, I see the dead car there. Now, Yugos would actually have to put effort into losing this championship. Nick is still out. What is he doing? He throws it all away right now. He could have done better. I think this is a terrible call. Maybe the rain might go away soon, and he knows it from the weather forecast. But look at this. He's proving my point. Gets out of the way for his teammate. Noel is actually in P second, right? Exactly, that's how numbers work. So, but Yugos also still out. So, will he come in? No. I think he is calculating that the rain will go away soon, and looking at the time, he might actually be right. He's barely losing any time. It looks like Yugos might have played them all, but he is still on his first set of tires. He has to come into the pits anyways eventually. And he's stretched this medium competitive tires over half the race distance. Or he will have stretched it over half the race distance by the end of this. And Bants lost places. I guess he spun or something. Speaking of spinning cars, Nick is here and Bants leaves the session. Did you just give up or what? And Nick loses positions here. No, Bants has not given up. He is disconnected. That's a shame. Wow. I don't think he would win this championship anyways, but it's still not good for him. And we've got yellows. Who was it? Maybe Bolo picks up a penalty. Bolo is certainly struggling. He looks like he's about to retire, if I'm honest. We've got yellows in all sectors now, and it's Bolo who actually retires. So there's only one space out of the top 10 that is not retired yet. So, and that is McJagley's ghost car driving around. So Yugos has pretty much won the championship at this point. But can he end it by winning this race? He did so last season. Last season he won or I think he won the last 2 races. He won in Brazil and in Abu Dhabi. He might do it again. Just look, he looks like he's having an egg carton in his car. He desperately wants to keep alive. Yeah, he looks like he's balancing eggs. And Noel is rapidly closing down on him, of course, because of the conditions. The question is now, will Yugos's gamble turn out to be the right call, or will it not? Because if it will not, then Noel might actually be able to take victory here. And, wait, Nick is in P7. Yeah, he is falling victim to Ferrari's strategy, I'm afraid. And Yugos pits! What does he go for? Is he ignoring the rain? Or will he concede and go for Intes? I think he will ignore the rain, but oh, that looks intermediate, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It's mediums, and he also gets a front wing fix. I must say, stellar job from him to keep the car on track for all this time on these worn tires, and now Noel gets into the pits. And Keyboard Magnussen goes into the pits. And I think it's the right time now to get that done. I think Yugos has played everyone strategy-wise. Jeremy gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Danica and Bants are pretty close to each other on track. Oh, and also news just reached me what happened to McJagley. He screwed Tipsy's quali lap and then he hit someone in turn 1, got wing damage and left. So it's a rage quit from our favorite, I don't know, what is he? I mean, he exists. Our favorite McJagley. That sounded like an insult. I wanted to say something only here, so that's what I came up with. I'm very creative. I'm a big thinking mind of this generation. And Danico, Tipsy. Oh my god, this is not happening. Is this happening? Do my eyes deceive me? Is this happening? Either something is... Oh my god. We've got 4 cars stuck in the pit lane. Is this... like, is this a graphic bug? Danico's retired. No, oh my god. Ah, and he finally goes... Oh no! Oh god! Completely... Oh god, I think they couldn't leave pits because the other car was parked there. So both McLarens get absolutely screwed again. They will be furious. They are in P8 and P9 and they will probably lose out on the team championship. Again, for the 5th time in a row. Wow. I am absolutely, like, this is incredible. What the actual coitus. I am completely done with everything. It is Bants in P7, getting 6 points. Tipsy will get 2 points, so it's 18, so their championship advantage will be 22 points. And Nick and Nola in P3 and P4. Oh my god. And that is 27 points. So by my calculations, even with the 2 tips he just got because he passed Cursed. Why is Cursed doing a Gasly? Don't do a Gasly. Doing a Gasly is bad. By my calculations, Ferrari win the championship by 3 points. I cannot believe this. Like, they've been talking about not wanting to get screwed up again and again by bugs and everything so oftentimes throughout the whole season, and now in the last race they both get absolutely hit, and they got royally shafted. I am like, these are incredible scenes. What did I just witness? I think this rounds this season off perfectly. I'm sure the McLaren boys will want that it didn't, but it does. This is, at its core, how this game has been to us this season. And we're getting the climax of it all in the championship fight of this race. And that all because Mac Jagley's car blocked the pit lane. And Danico, I think, Danico was parked behind him, so Bants couldn't leave the pits. This is like, I'm done. I'm done. But Terra might come to help. Won't be enough though. Might take 2 points off Noel, so by my calculations, they would win the championship by 1 point. Terra and Incognita really close to Noel now. And oh wow, he goes to the inside. Noel goes right. I'm sorry, I was distracted for a moment there. And yeah, Terra indeed takes the position. So Noel gets 10 points. Nick gets 15, so it's 25 points. And they are 11. They've got a deficit of 14 points, so they would lead by 11 points. The McLarens are both lapped now. And Bants would collect yeah, they would collect 10 points. So this is for 1 point. This is absolutely incredible. I just can't rephrase it. What a cluster flew. There's like one thing that could happen, or like basically if Terra manages to hunt down Nick. Yeah, I think that's it. It's all on Terra now. Terra is the lone fighter in the interest of McLaren Renault, and he's got 5.4 seconds of a gap to Nick, and he's on 5 lap-old softs versus the 11 lap-old medium tires, and he's got 10 laps to do it. If he can close down more than half a second per lap consistently until the end of the race and make the pass stick, then Nick would drop out and McLaren wins the championship by 2 points. Oh yeah, also if like Jeremy screws up completely and crashes out, or of course one of the others. I'm just saying Jeremy because he's the only one who could crash out, which would give the McLaren's points, but it wouldn't give any Ferrari points. But I'm pretty sure this will go down in history as the most royal shaft any team has ever received in league racing history. I cannot think of any better example of that. And as it looks now, Terra will disappoint the McLarens. He is dropping further back from Nick. Oh, and by the way, you could also mention Yugos will probably win the championship, lol. And I'm getting PM by Bants. I do not know if that's... oh, wow. Wait, this race is not being counted. Is this like... Is this on stream? I do not know if Steam PMs are on stream. Let me open the Steam. I don't think they are. Oh, wow. How can it... okay. Aw. It's not the royalest of shafts one has ever received, because I've just been informed this race will not count towards anything. And we'll have a season finale next race in Paul Ricard, because everything has been bugged, and I can agree. Look at the... look at this list of drivers. Jeremy's actually getting close, you know. Jeremy might actually have had a chance to bring it home for Ferrari, but it doesn't make... for McLaren. But it does make a difference now. This race is being cancelled and they're continuing for fun. And I'm being held hostage for another Sunday. Great. I wonder why all the bugs always happen in Brazil. The fun part is, like, last season, the last time McLaren got royally screwed up was last season Brazil, when they both had to retire out of P... I think it was 2 and 4? 3 and 5? Something along those lines. When they got both collected by the barrier of death and doom. So Brazil really doesn't seem like a place they want to be as a team. By the way, I'm pretty sure, just for any outsiders, I'm pretty sure that this is something everyone in the voice chat agreed to, and I think like 10 people should be in the voice chat, so majority vote. And also, just knowing the drivers, I'm pretty sure Nick and Noel agreed to not wanting to win the team's championship like this. So no one is getting screwed here because of some decisions. Oh, by the way, Jeremy and Noel are fighting. Nick is also close to Keyboard Magnus. But have we not raced at France yet? I thought we already raced at France. Let me look it up. No, we didn't. Yeah, that's a good choice then. Could also do Abu Dhabi, but who am I kidding? No one wants to do Abu Dhabi. It's got atmosphere, and that's about it. Oh, whoa. Jeremy just got a huge tank slapper. But for P2, Nick is now... What did he do? Okay. Just massively opted out of this move. I'm getting a graphical bug. It tells me Keyboard Magnussen was on soft tires, which he is not. At least according to my HUD, he is not. And Noel gets a penalty, so that should probably be Jeremy through. Wait, has Jeremy got penalties? I think Jeremy's got penalties. Doesn't he? Oh. Okay. Nothing done on the DRS. Oh, Jeremy! Mission Spin now strikes again! Goodbye! That's the wrong car for Mission Spin now, but first... Oh, yeah, goodbye, Jeremy. Was nice. Yeah. Okay. Just fucking quit us like that. So it's probably Nick and Harzer who will fight the last fight of this race. While Yugos is absolutely blazed past his opposition. But at least one thing, he is not world champion in this race, after this race. So I guess that's the only thing that could have happened to not give him the championship after this race. Nick really close to Harzer now. He's got all the tires. He looks like he is still very comfortable with the car. Keyboard Magnussen locking up a lot, but it's basically just... I mean, to try and balance a brake when you're driving on the keyboard. How you even... Like, this is a miracle to this moment. Just look at the brake inputs. I think he told us once that that it depends on the corner, but he does like 3 to 5 brake inputs per braking zone. Let's have a look. Bottom right on the red bar that will show up when he brakes. But for now, Nick goes to the outside. He tries and overtake him, and they are running side by side still through the center S. And there's some contact. Both continue though. Great racing between them. Okay, never mind. No contact is a lie. And Harzer has got the inside line for the next corner. And he stays ahead of Nick. And does he cut across him? Yeah. Oh, wow. How are they still on the track? I thought they just full on murdered each other, but apparently they didn't. Terra's getting closer as well. Might pick up a podium. Admittedly, probably down to the crap load of problems they had. Now onto the main straight. Harzer, just see how his steering goes back, centering back all the time. Because he can't do anything about it. Let's have a look at it from Terra's perspective. Looks like Nick is already ahead. He tries to go the long way, and so he does. It is P2 for Nick in the end, but Yugos is all the way down the road. He is 25 seconds up ahead in the lead. Terra may be closed down on Harzer in the last 3 laps. Maybe he will. Harzer gets sideways. He screwed that up a bit. And Terra is closer. And Yugos doing a bit of a mental T-pose on everyone pace-wise today. Now on the straight. He is in DRS range, and I think Harzer is not. So Terra with the huge advantage. He's got 4 DRS zones to go, basically. But the last one will be worthless, so it's 3. And he already now goes to the outside. Lots of speed he's got on him. Oh, they leave each other no inch of track there. Can Terra swing it around the outside? Visually, he's for some reason on super softs. I am very confused. Now he's got the inside. They are still side by side on this narrow track. How is that even possible? And they are done. Terra will probably pick up a podium. An unofficial one. But hey. Shouldn't be too choosy here. So. Heads into the final corner of the penultimate lap. Oh, and by the way, Yugos is leading with a depressing margin. And any counter attacks from Hartzog, any get closer? I think the gap is too big. He's not even properly in slipstream. Might try and dive. Let's have a look. Oh, he holds it in there. How is he balancing that car? That is... I do not know. It's like a miracle to me. Oh, also, Yugos has been driving in a complete masterclass of his own today. Is about to win the first final race of the season. That makes sense. Just let me be. He comes round the final corner and Yugos crosses the line to win, but not the championship yet, and Noel gets the fastest lap of the race. He had to do that, right? He did have to do it. Nick, after a great showing, will pick up P2 for Ferrari, which doesn't get them the Constructors title, which they wanted. It gets them something. Jeremy gets the 5-second penalty counted up, and Tarot picks up a podium, so congrats to him as well. Oh wait, he's 4th. Oh right, 3-second penalty. We even saw him picking that up in the background of turn 5. So that's your podium. So that is that, and Yugos takes home the virtual plastic trophy. Normally they take home virtual trophies, but this time it's a plastic trophy, because this race is not even counted in the championship. Unlucky, I guess, but what can you really do? It's certainly deserved that this race will not be counted, as I mean, I may have had a really, really good loud laugh about the 2 McLaren, but it's better in the end that it will come down to a fair battle on track in Paul Ricard, and tune in for that when I'm getting forced to do another race and to commentate another race on this game next week. Thanks you all for watching, and goodbye.